Hey, welcome everyone to Ask Nutritionist Deepa's podcast. And the question that I will be answering today is what food is good for preventing breast cancer? And one of my client actually sent me this question because of the family member who has been diagnosed with breast cancer or had a some sort of a test done, and she found out that she's prone to having breast cancer. So that prompted the question. And it is a very valid question, very important one. And to answer that question, I am going to give a big shout out to no other than mushrooms, because the University of Western Australia had published a research few years ago that said that eating one mushroom per day, just one mushroom per day, decreases the risk for breast cancer by 64%. And if you combine that with green tea, then the risk goes down to 89%. So you can imagine how powerful this mushroom is. Again, by eating just one mushroom, your risk for breast cancer goes down by 64 to 69%. And if you combine that with green tea, I'm not saying add mushroom to the green tea, I'm just saying, having green tea in your life, uh, the risk goes down by 89%. So what is so special about mushroom? What does mushroom has which makes it so anti-cancerous, specifically for breast cancer? So mushroom has these two, or rather one enzyme. It is called as uh, aromatase. Okay, so mushroom has an enzyme called aromatase, and that blocks the excessive estrogen. And as we know, many times the breast cancer or uterine cancer is because of the excessive estrogen. So these hormone dominated cancers, can be prevented, or the intensity can go down if our diet is high in certain foods. And in today we are specifically talking about mushroom. So this aromatase is an enzyme that is basically responsible for suppressing the excessive expression of estrogen. And what else? And then there is another lectin. Lectin is another compound found in mushrooms, and mushroom tends to have a unique kind of lectins which recognizes the cancer cells and prevents it from growing and dividing. Okay, so can you imagine how important that function is? And that is all achieved by eating very small quantity of mushroom. So apart from this unique nutrients that it has, it also has some antioxidants and selenium. And the thought is that the synergetic effect, which means that eating food, when we eat food as whole. So just to give you an example, having mushroom extract is going to be different than having a whole mushroom, because when you extract something, you are changing the chemistry of that food, and you lose that synergy is like the energy between two or more different nutrients. So that's the beauty of eating whole food plant-based diet, which is, you are not extracting, you are not distracting, you are not destroying, you are not isolating nutrients, but you are eating them as a group, as a community. And just like our social structure, right, there's more power in numbers. So the more nutrients you get under one roof as whole, the better effect it's going to have. And like I said, the synergy between all these antioxidants and selenium is thought to have anti-cancerous effect. Again, cancer is, I mean, not cancer, the mushroom is low in calories, so it makes it a very easy filler, you may say, or enhancer to your dish. Those who are trying to transition to plant-based lifestyle, I tell them to start by reducing some of their meat in burgers and meatloaves with some minced mushroom, and nobody would even know. Adding mushroom to soups and stir fries is a wonderful idea. There's so many different kinds of mushrooms. Today, just for show and tell, I have this seafood mushroom. I don't know if you guys can see it, but these are the strands, and they are also called as lily mushrooms, um, because they have like finger like projections like lilies. And again, very easy, just stir frying it with some soy sauce or some miso, or even in Indian cooking, we do masala mushroom. We just sprinkle some garam masala and garlic and stir frying it. Again, the goal here is not to fry those mushrooms and turn it into something unhealthy. You want to keep the mushroom as intact, and avoiding um, preventing very high heat exposure. Then mytech mushroom is another good one. It's like a flower, you know. And mytech mushrooms, another one for breast cancer prevention, has very important function in that. And mytech is more earthy, has a deeper flavor, a little bit of a chewy texture, and really you can steam mytech just a little bit and put it in your soup broth, and it tastes so good. And then our time-tested shiitake mushrooms, which has really nice texture, very meaty texture, goes really well in burgers or in fajitas, and in pilafs and stuff like that. So there's so many mushrooms out there. I have done one entire episode on my YouTube video or podcast about at least targeting 10 to 7 to 10 different mushrooms, and I can go on and on about it. But I decided to talk about it today because of its role in breast cancer prevention. So anyway, I hope you guys will go out and try some mushrooms. They are worth it. And thank you for watching. Let those questions come in. I hope you are enjoying your day, and you will continue to enjoy your day as well. And talk to you soon.